Hello and welcome to another Royal Reviewer live pop-up chat. My goodness, this camera's a little bit high. Let's just adjust, shall we? Going down, going down. Oh, there we go. I'm in my window light today because I'm doing my video a little bit earlier than what I normally do, so I can take advantage of the beautiful natural light from the window in front of me. You can't see the window, but it's beautiful. Anyway, so hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Elliot, Royal Reviewer. In case you don't know who I am the person, the crazy person that sits before you most days wearing tiaras. And today I am wearing the Cartier Halo tiara, which is the replica tiara that Catherine wore to her wedding. So there we go. That's what it's kind of my baby tiara. It's the tiara for when I don't necessarily want anything heavy on my head. Or I don't want to mess up my hair too much. So yes, this is my baby tiara. I know you can't see it because of my own hair tiara, but anyway. We're going to be talking about some stories today. Do I need to get this out? Yes, there's some stories going around today which I think need addressing. So I'm going to be reading those. But first of all, I want to go to the chat room and see who is about. Let me see. By the way, again, thank you so much yesterday for joining my Elliot's British Life channel. I did make it past the 1,000 subscribers, but YouTube literally hasn't recognised that it has got 1,000 subscribers yet. So I still couldn't do a live stream from it. So I'm waiting for them to recognise. Recognise, please. Okay, I have found the chat room. So I'm going to set it onto live chat so I can see exactly what people are saying in real time, which I think is good. Oh, quite a few people here already. 109 watching. My goodness, you guys are quick. YouTube must be sending out the notifications today. Is Meghan in labour? No. Binky says, I don't believe a word anyone says in the media. Bunch of liars. Pardon your French. Bonjour. Okay, let's start with the first story because the second story kind of follows on from this story. So the one I'm reading today is in The Sun. Yes, a very reliable publication. Not. Okay, let's read it. So it says, it starts with restricted diet. Okay. Meghan Markle. Who is this Meghan Markle of which we speak? The last time I checked, she was the Duchess of Sussex, Her Royal Highness. Anyway, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry this is quotes, want to raise baby Sussex as a vegan. A vegan, people, my goodness. But it will not be tolerated by the Queen. She will not tolerate it. The Queen will get her fan and she will flap it and say, no, baby Sussex, you are not going to be a vegan. Do we believe a word of this so far? My goodness. Let's just continue. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are thought to eat a largely plant-based diet during the week. What, are they eating hydrangeas or something? What sort of plants? No. Okay, so we do know that I think people have said, again, I never got to read the TIG properly, but we know that Meghan does like kind of a vegetarian diet, we think, in the week, and then she possibly has meat at the weekend. Or, I mean, I don't think she's a strict vegetarian, but she does, value fruit and vegetables, having a good amount of fruit and vegetables in her diet. And there is a trend now for perhaps having less meat in our diet. So it kind of makes sense, maybe, have lots of fruit and veg in the week, maybe have a bit of meat at the weekend. Let's not forget, they got engaged over a chicken. They were cooking a roast chicken. That's when the engagement happened. So yes, Meghan herself and Harry are not actually vegans. So where this has come from, I have no idea. Anyway, let's continue. Ever since Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex it should be, met just under 3 years ago, it has been widely reported that the Duchess's healthy lifestyle has rubbed off on the royal. Well, in that bit I can agree, because Harry does look a lot more slender these days and, perhaps more healthy. And we know he does yoga as well. No, not yoga. Yeah, he does yoga and meditates, because he admitted that he does meditation. But now the couple are expecting their first child any day, people. Well, I mean, we are in the zone. I did say before we're in the zone, but I don't think quite any day is quite accurate. But anyway, royal insiders have claimed that Meghan and Harry want to raise baby Sussex as vegan too. Well, Meghan and Harry aren't vegan, so how can they raise baby Sussex as vegan too? Anyway, and apparently the Queen isn't thrilled. Well, I mean, okay, if Meghan and Harry were vegans and they did want to raise their child as a vegan, I'm just putting it out there that the Queen would have no say really on whether the child had meat or not. And I don't think the Queen would be opposed to it anyway. Um, I just think the whole idea is just completely ludicrous. So, according to Woman's Day, I have no idea what that even is. While the Duke and Duchess want to raise their child on a plant-based diet, the Queen won't have it. It's created tensions. Oh, these tensions, they keep coming back, don't they? Tense discussions between Meghan and Harry, who doesn't want to upset his grandmother. An insider tells the publication. Quotes, Meghan keeps pushing the boundaries with the royals, and it's not being well received, least of all by Her Majesty. Oh my goodness. When will they drop this narrative of being pushy and demanding and causing tensions and pushing the boundaries? It's getting tiresome. It really is. Nobody believes this rubbish. My goodness. Bringing the baby up as a vegan simply won't be tolerated by the monarch. If Meghan and Harry did want their child to follow a similar diet, it's likely the young royal wouldn't be completely vegan. Well, yes, because they're not vegan. And you just said that they... Ugh. This article keeps flip-flopping from one thing to another. It doesn't even make any sense. Anyway, according to reports, Meghan only eats a plant... Okay, now they're repeating themselves. A plant-based diet during the week. And since meeting the 37-year-old, Harry has reportedly been opting for less meat and more fruit and veg. Okay. The pair are also said to have been following a healthy lifestyle, blah, blah, blah. While Meghan has always been a keen yogi, is that what they're called, yogis? That makes me think of Yogi Bear. The pair are thought to have built a floating yoga studio at their home in Windsor, which is reported to be decorated in vegan paint. Well, all of this was old news, and it was all said to be false anyway. So they're just digging up old news, presenting it as new news, and it's fake, which is just completely silly. I mean, and also with regards to the floating floor, you'd have to have really special permission to do that to a listed building, unless it was in a new extension part. So I'm very much doubting the floating floor thing anyway. But yes, I'm sure they will have a yoga studio, but perhaps not a floating floored vegan one. Anyway, the royal is understood to enjoy vinyasa yoga and hot yoga, and used to regularly post snaps to her social media. Okay, and yes, on a visit to Birkenhead, Harry did tell a Buddhist monk that he meditates every day. So Meghan, who is thought to be due this month, is reported to be having an all-natural birth. Does that just mean no cesarean? I don't know. With bookies slashing the odds that she'll have baby Sussex at Frimley Park Hospital. Kensington Palace has declined to comment. Well, of course they would decline to comment, because this is private. It's private business, and it's no one else's business, really, where she has her baby. We can all speculate on where baby Sussex is going to be born. Again, I don't think Lindo Wing is the front runner anymore. I think that's kind of gone a little bit out of the picture. I'm still thinking Portland may be on the cards, but it's looking more likely now that they are in Frogmore Cottage that perhaps a birth closer to Windsor is looking more likely, which of course would indicate Frimley Park. So my two front runners now are perhaps Frimley Park and the Portland. But who knows? I mean, the Lindo Wing isn't completely out of the picture, but I don't know, I'm not feeling that one now. I was championing that one, but I've changed my mind. I can change my mind, can't I? Things have changed. They've now moved into Frogmore. So I'm thinking Frimley Park is now perhaps the front runner, in my view, for that one. So yes, what are we all making of this vegan story and the Queen being mad? Um, the Queen most definitely will not be mad. Right, where's my chat room? Oh, here it is. Let's just go all the way up so that I can start reading the comments. Because I'm sure people have got quite a lot to say. Jules Factor Jones says, I can't wait for the baby to come. If they don't have photos taken outside the hospital, I'll be so disappointed. Well, again, we don't know whether they'll do official photographs or the baby parade. I mean, Frimley Park, Sophie Wessex, the Countess of Wessex, did a mini baby parade. There is like a little outside bit where you can stand with the baby, so it could still happen even at Frimley. But we'll have to wait and see. Fortune says, my goodness, how they do go on. They do indeed. Netheta Pri, I think they are just making up stories based on Meghan's former blog. They do not know. I would quite agree. MSMB 2012 says, Meghan cooks roast chicken for Harry. Vegan. Maybe it's a vegan chicken. I don't know. Yes, Fortune, I'm sick of all this fake news too. Rhonda says, what paper in the UK is reliable for news? That's a tough one. Can I come back to you on that one? Yes, more nonsense, Kelly, definitely. Such baloney, it is indeed. Full of lies. Baloney, people are chanting. Oh, Northern Illinois is saying it's called flexitarian. Well, yeah, that's still not the same as being vegan, though, is it? So, yeah, okay, we can go with flexitarian. Maybe they are flexitarians. I mean, to be perfectly honest, when I go out sometimes, the vegetarian option sounds better than the non-vegetarian option, and sometimes I'll go with that, but it doesn't make me a vegetarian or a vegan. Liz, mum of two, says, what about the weekend? Do they eat meat Saturday and Sunday? Well, I mean, okay, we don't actually know what days they specifically have meat. It might just mean that they have, in the week, a low meat diet. I mean, it's probably not a rule that they don't have any meat whatsoever just because it's the week and it's only reserved for the weekend. It probably just means they have a mostly fruit and veg based diet in the week, but they can have some meat if they want it, and then they can have a bit of meat at the weekend. I mean, I would go with the whole flexitarian thing. That sounds a lot more realistic to me as to what they actually are. People say crazy. Continue the black fan flaps. Yes, they got engaged over a roasted chicken. Maybe it's a vegan chicken. Janice says Meghan has never stated she was vegan or vegetarian. She only said how she prefers what she prefers to eat or how she prefers to eat. Yeah, eating clean. That could be another way of describing it. I don't know. Bev says really she likes chicken, French fries, chocolate, and what else we don't know. About a healthy diet is to cheat once in a while. Exactly. Why is there this fixation with painting her as like some kind of new age hippie? I mean, I don't get it. I really don't. Yes, it is indeed speculation. Fortune says, it sickens me how they say Prince Harry and yet refuse to acknowledge Meghan as the Duchess of Sussex. Yeah. A Red Girl says, I remember when I was in the zone, I waited and waited and waited. It was torture. I'm feeling for the Duchess. Laverne says, someone on Twitter posted that Meghan needs a medical team experienced in delivering a biracial baby. What? There's no difference. A baby is a baby. The person that said this is supposed to be a critical care nurse. Okay, this is the bit where you hear my jaw hit the floor. Are they trying to seriously say that there is a difference in babies because of race? That is ridiculous. My goodness. That person does not deserve to be a critical care nurse. Green Queen Bee says Meghan is a vegetarian during the week, and all-out foodie on the weekend. So yeah, I don't believe it. Yeah, you can have more veggies without being a vegan. Isn't that just a healthy lifestyle? I think. I have no idea where these reporters get this information. I do think they make it up. I really, really do. Sorry if I'm skipping a few now. I'm trying to get down the bottom so I can go on to the story that kind of links in. People talking a lot about vegans and healthy lifestyles. Oh, okay. People tell me what Women's Day is. Oh, it's a magazine. Women's Day is a magazine. I don't think we get that one in the UK. I do need my gavel. I forgot it. Oh, natural birth means no pain medication. Oh no, take what you can get, my love. If they're offering it, you have it. Gas and air and epidurals, the lot. Have whatever. Have whatever. Seriously. There's no shame. Ain't no shame, ladies. Do your thing. Just make sure you're ahead of the game. My goodness. Binky Ferrari says, I wish I could be vegan, but I have no willpower. I love ice cream, pizza, and beer too much to give it up. You go, girl. Carry on. Michael says, she's on leave, so it means no people to tell anything. She's enjoying her new home. I would agree to. Auntie D says, epidural rocks during labour. Hashtag Meghan, get yourself an epidural, love. Michelle says, I had no meds for all 3 of my kids. My goodness, you must have a high pain threshold. H.M. the King says, article with the spelling mistake. Yes, there was an article with the spelling mistake. Nashia says, is this a distraction story from the William affair? No, because I addressed the whole William Rose thing in my weekly live chat, and there is no shred of anything on this. There really isn't. It's complete fake news too. So we'll give that a fan flap as well. And no, I don't think the press would be distracting from that. I think, if anything, if there was any evidence of that, they would be on it like a shot, and it would be even bigger. People saying lots of laughter. Tonya says, oh my gosh, stop it, I'm rolling on the floor, you're so funny. Can I get an amen for epidurals? Hey, you can get a holler. Amen holler. Live, Love and Laugh says, Royal Insiders have moved to Frogmore Cottage apparently. Yes, they're in the cupboards. There's a royal reporter in every cupboard. And every nook and cranny of Frogmore Cottage, there's someone. Meghan just opens the door to the fridge, and out pops a royal reporter that says, boo! And then Meghan crams them back in, and then she shuts the door. Yes, they're everywhere at Frogmore Cottage, apparently. The whole place is bugged. Flossing Rog Payne says, all I wanted in Labour was a cab home. HM the King says, unless the source evidence is substantial, we can't believe these things. No, we most definitely cannot. DD Nash says, who cares? We are too stuck on what they eat to listen to whatever Meghan eats the baby. Yeah, I think Meghan will just feed... Well, first of all, when baby Sussex is born, I think Meghan will do the whole, you know, I think she'll feed. You know what I'm saying. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it, but you know, she'll feed. You know, she'll feed the baby that way, probably. And then, you know, maybe she'll, you know, express so that Harry can do some bottle feed with the express, you know. I think Harry might do that with the bottle if Meghan expresses, you know. Yes, Michelle, you've said it, but I don't want to say it in case YouTube, you know, does something. So yes, she will do that. I think, and then maybe she'll express, and then Harry can do a bit, and then maybe when baby's old enough, baby will go on to formula, and then obviously when you can start liquidizing proper foods, I think she'll probably make her own baby food. She seems like the sort of person that probably would make her own baby food and blend things up and that kind of thing. So I would probably say that she would do that. Did I mean nurse? Yes, to nurse. You know what I mean. John Jones says, you are so funny. You mean Meghan will nurse? Yes, I was looking for that word. You know what I mean. And Pam says, yes, it can be a shared experience. A Red Girl says, this deserves all caps. I have never, nor do I think will ever witness such insanity about a royal marriage, pregnancy, vegetarianism, paint, or anything else in my life. I would agree. Lisa's laughing. Michael's disgusted by the UK media. Well, the lower grade media, shall we say. Dee Dee Nash says, before that pain is over, she will wish she had all the painkillers. I agree. Go for that epidural, my love. Yes, I think the term royal insider is used to just... It's another code word for lies. Right, okay, Becky's hit the nail on the head. Heard that they also have a garden now. Is that true? Well, I'm going to go to that story because that was my linking story. So let's go to that article. So, Meghan and Harry are living the good life at Frogmore Cottage as they install an organic vegetable plot so they can grow as much of their own food as possible. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex will have an organic vegetable plot. So, they're not saying they've got one yet. I mean, usually landscaping is the last thing done after building work because you don't want to landscape first and then have building work and then have all your new garden trampled on by builders. So I wouldn't expect that they've got this garden yet. I think this is something that perhaps will come. And again, we don't know. It hasn't been confirmed that they're going to have an organic vegetable patch and all this business. But it does kind of fit in with what we know about Meghan's love of food and cooking and the healthy lifestyle. So I can believe that she probably would grow things. I think she used to grow things before. I think she wrote about it in the TIG, that she used to grow her own fruit and vegetables and that kind of thing. So it seems like something that probably will happen, but I don't think it's happened just yet. But you know, I agree, and I think she'll be organic as well. I think she has a love of a passion for organic, which kind of fits in with Charles's whole ethos as well. So I'm sure she'll be exchanging and getting lots of tips off Charles, who is an extremely experienced organic gardener. So he will have a wealth of knowledge to bond with Meghan over. I'm sure he will probably pop by and give his advice on what he thinks she should do and how perhaps is the best way to go forwards with the organic growing of fruit and vegetables and all that kind of thing. No avocados. HM the King says an avocado pack. No. No. Maybe she will. I don't know, but I won't be eating them. So yes, I think it will be a good opportunity for Charles as well to bond with Meghan over the whole garden thing. So I think that will be really, really nice. Anyway, it says, they may not be able to escape completely from the pressures of being modern young royals, but by moving to the country, it seems the Duke and Duchess intend to embrace the good life. And apparently sources are saying that they are going to install this garden. So it says the vegetable plot is in the newly landscaped gardens at Frogmore Cottage, which have been given to the couple by the Queen. Well, I wouldn't say that they've been finished yet, but yes, I would imagine that perhaps some have been allocated. It goes on about Meghan being a keen foodie and doing lots of blog posts on the TIG before her marriage. And apparently there's a quote that she said on the TIG, growing up in Southern California, I loved gardening and growing my own vegetables. That farm-to-table ethos was ingrained at such a young age, she said. So yes, that kind of fits in with exactly what I said, that she has, you know, a love of growing your own and doing it yourself. And yes, she does have a big passion for cooking, and that fits in with growing your own produce. And then it just goes on about the cost of Frogmore Cottage and all that business. So I won't be reading the rest of that. Let's go and see what people are saying about organic growing at Frogmore. A Red Girl says, how do you get your hair to stand up, holding the tiara so beautifully? Oh, I use weave glue. Okay, it's not actually weave glue, but I've seen it. Okay, you may not know, but I do like to watch weave videos. I love a good lace front fitting. My loves, I do. It's so therapeutic. And I noticed that they spray the same hairspray, the hair glue that I use on my hair to keep it up, on weaves. They do. It's true. It's in that yellow can. It's that Schwarzkopf's glue stuff, and I use that on my hair. And they spray it on the weave cap and stuff before they put it on. So yes, I actually use weave hairspray on my hair to get it to stick. There you go. It takes a lot to get it up in the mornings, but once it's up, it's up. Maybe the Queen does as well. I don't know. Michelle says, my children are biracial and my daughter gave birth to a blue blonde. God has a wonderful sense of humour. Oh, do you mean a blue-eyed blonde? Flossenlog Payne says, the gardens are a mess, so it'll all be changed over the next few months, so they may as well bung in some lettuce. True. No, I definitely don't think they wouldn't have moved in because of the garden. I'm going to have to sit on my bottom again because my legs are going to sleep kneeling. So let's just move the camera down and then I can... Oh, there you go. That's better. That's better. My legs won't ache me now. Yes, I think Meghan is on maternity at the moment. Nethetapri says, no, I have 5 biracial grandsons. Both my sons' wives are white. People talking about feeding, nursing. And I think I've just skipped a few questions. Oh no. HM the King says, they are embracing the wild avocados and the countless roaming beavers of the pregnant... No, it's all frogs at Frogmore. Ribbit, ribbit. Michael Wahome says, the big elephant in the room is that the baby has black ancestry, otherwise the madness would not be so bad. Acceptance into that family and the snobbery wouldn't want to be part of such a family. I have to agree with you. I think that is an underlining tone of the whole thing. Thank goodness we can't grow avocado trees in England. It's too cold. Yes, it's that Nashia McDaniel says, weave glue, big. It's, oh, shall I go and get it? You have to wait for a moment while I just go and get it. I'll show you. They use it, they do. Okay, this. Look, this stuff. Schwarzkopf's got to be glued, blasting freeze spray for screaming hold. I use this, and I've seen them. They spray it on the weaves before they stick them down. Because I was shocked. I was like, that's my hairspray. That's what I use. Michelle's laughing at, oh, I love a good lace front fitting. It's so therapeutic. There's this one woman and she does it. And she's got a whole channel and I can't remember her name now, but it's on my list. And she keeps popping up on my list. I love it. She's amazing. No more avocados. Mercedes. Do we know if Dory is in the UK? I don't think so yet. Juliet's laughing. Commentary only says they sure do, but it's on her wigs. Mrs. Viss, I nearly choked on your lunch. Did Jamie say something funny? By royal decree, it has hereby been renamed Beavermore, not Frogmore. Let's have a look. Going up, because I skipped a load by accident. No, I don't think we have an official due date for baby just yet. Live and Laugh says, I hope the baby comes at midnight. I don't, because I'll be up all night doing work. No, please. Good British daytime hours, please. I think the drone footage was fake. I think it was... The one that I saw was fake anyway. Yes, I could start sitting down here. Missy Vicente says, a weave is sewn in and a wig is placed on in one whole piece. No. Well, I think they stitched the back and then they pulled it forwards and on the wig cap and then they sprayed that stuff on. Maybe it's a partial. I don't know. Maybe it was just a wig then. Well, I use wig glue then. Unique Investor says, got to be glued. Too funny. Yes, it works. You see, I told you I saw it in a wig or a weave video. I was shocked. Nashaya says, it's sad that people don't like me because of the colour of my skin. Meghan is so much lighter. People don't like people for all different reasons. James, I'm not answering that avocado question. Okay, possibly was a wig. Yes, it holds the wig down. Alicia says, oh, I know what Elliot means. I've seen it myself. See? I like watching hair videos. What did I see the other day that was really, really good? Hair twists. I was watching, this woman did a whole head on a male of hair twists. My goodness, it took about 3 hours. She did kind of speed things up a bit, but it was so therapeutic just watching the hair being twisted. It was amazing. Spirit Dancer says, avocados are bad for dogs. They're bad for me too. I'm not keen. Claire Green says, can I just take this second to say thanks for teaching us a different outlook towards life. I just love your openness. Your parents must be so proud. Thank you so, so much. I'm going to have to go now because it's my visiting day and I'm going out visiting in a moment. So let's just... Live, Love and Laugh likes watching hair videos too. They're very therapeutic. They are indeed. You have 3 bags of avocados in your house. What is wrong with you? I'm going to give your 3 bags of avocados a flap. Oh no, I need a fan in avocado green. Oh. Okay, well, I'm going to go now. I think we've kind of answered all the questions and we've had a bit of fun as well. So thank you for joining me for today's video. I will probably be back again tomorrow at some point. So thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you know whenever I upload a new video. And also, please do make sure you are subscribed to my channel.